Today, we start a new book in all of the tales of Winnie the Pooh. And so we're going to start with a special poem. You gave me Christopher Robin, and then you breathed new life into Pooh. Wherever each has left my pen goes homing back to you. My book is ready and comes to greet the mother it longs to see. It would be my present to you, my sweet, if it weren't your gift to me. The House at Pooh Corner. We're going to start with the fact of the contradiction. An introduction is to introduce people, but Christopher Robin and his friends who've already been introduced to you are now going to say goodbye. So this is the opposite. When we asked Pooh what the opposite of introduction was, he said, the what of a what? Which didn't help as much as we had hoped, but luckily Owl kept his head and told us the opposite of introduction, my dear Pooh, was a contradiction. And as he is very good at long words, I'm sure that that's what it is. Why, we are having a contradiction because last week when Christopher Robin asked me, what about that story you were going to tell me about what happened to Pooh when, I happened to say very quickly, with what about the 9 times 107? And when he had done that one, we had one about cows through a gate and 2 a minute, and then there were 300 in a field. So how many is left after an hour and a half? We find these very exciting, and when we've been quite excited long enough, we curl up and we go to sleep. And Pooh, sitting wakeful a little longer on his chair by our pillow, thinks grand thoughts to himself about nothing, until he too closes his eyes and nods his head, and follows us on tiptoe into the forest. There still we have magic adventures, more wonderful than any I have told you about. But now, when we wake up in the morning, they are gone before we catch hold of them. How did that last one begin? One day when Pooh was walking in the forest, there were 107 cows on a gate. Now you see, we've lost it. It was the best, I think. Well, here are some of the other ones, all that I shall remember for now. But of course, it isn't really goodbye, because the forest will always be there, and anybody who is friendly with bears can find it. And that is from A.A. Milne.